but I'm excited to jump into it. So we're gonna jump in to Apokerlypse. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you again to the multiplayer homies, Alias and Shake and Craft for the games, and thank you again to JF Games PR for the review key for this one, so we can check it out. Now, I'm hoping there's a tutorial here. Fresh soul, yes. A game. I like those. Okay, they're gonna describe the rules to me. Good. First to empty their hand wins. Okay. Collecting, so we can form a straight, so that's a familiar move when it comes to poker. So I have, yes, an 8-7 and a fire dragon egg. Play cards to hatch this into a fire dragon. Press 0 to 70. Okay, and okay, so I look over here, Mother of Dragons. Okay, so I guess that's what we're working towards. So I guess if that fills up, this is 0 to 70. Then we can use the fire dragon egg if that's how it works. Yeah, hatch progress 0. All right, so that has to stay in our hand. So anyway, yes, we would say 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now, is there anything stopping us from aiming higher and going like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6? We'll just follow the tutorial. Play button. Bam. Only play higher cards with the same hand type when following suit. Wait, no. Do I play something right now as well, or do they play something? Okay, so they play a straight, but a higher straight. Oh, okay, that answers the question then. You want to start with a lower straight, so we thought they follow up. You can follow up with an even juicier one yourself. A bomb overpowers things? Okay. Or aces forms a bomb. Wow, that is a pretty impressive hand right there. Select faster. Ah, okay. Freaking slap that play button. Smash that play button. Considered a bomb. Okay. Special powers. I was the Mother of Dragons. That sounds like something I would do. Yep, that's me. All right, that's me. AI clip editing stuff. Yeah, I've seen those too. I've seen those kinds of ads. Not so much on Twitch, but I've seen them on YouTube. Burn the cards. Oh, because it's ready now. Okay. But yeah, I don't click. That's our passive. So I click it here to burn all cards to the right. And I guess the idea is you want to somehow move that card further to the left, ideally. Click it. I play it. Burns those cards. Okay. And it reinserts it in the deck. Okay. Hatch it in a similar way. I don't know why it didn't go further to the left. Costs no actions. Good. Right, because they said we need to empty our hand to achieve victory. There's hints for automatically select the next band. To automatically select the next hand. Maybe not the best necessarily. I mean, it's probably in my best interest to, like, do it legit. Except I cannot do it legit. They really want me to do the hint button. All right, I'll do the hint button. They play it out. Right. Well, just thinking about this, is there any reason why I would want to do something similar or something different? Because, yeah, I guess if we're saying we're doing hand type, there we go. So here are the kinds of hands you can play. So we're playing a plate this hand. So 2 triplets. Oh, with connected card value. Oh, interesting. So you can't do like 3 2s and 3 6s or anything. They have to be like in a sequential order. Auto-publish the VODs, like to YouTube. Yeah. I mean, if there was like stuff you wanted to edit out, you could, but it's a lot more work. Obviously, just popping them over YouTube is a decent way to keep them going. Because of course on Twitch they will expire after some time passes, some number of weeks. But yeah, so I guess the idea is if you play these and like juice, if that's enough to juice up the dragon. I guess what I don't know is how those point values are calculated. Yeah, if there's like any sort of like point system. And length. Here, length and then highest card value. We're at 0 right now, right? Clicking order. Yeah, 0 right now. But yeah, I can't even select anything else. So we play it. The plate. 60 out of 70. Alright, but they had... So... Oh, wait, hold on. Not Joker cards. Satan cards. They have Satan cards. Okay. Oh, just put them on Twitch. I got you. Because, yeah, if they're on Twitch, then they'll be around for... It's like 60 days or 90 days or something, which is pretty good. Or, if you wanted them even longer than that, then, yeah, spin up a YouTube channel. That kind of deal. Because, of course, Twitch used to have it where VODs would just last forever, but... They, of course, curtailed that some time ago, and it seems like every so often they'll lower the amounts more and more, because, of course, that's more storage for them. Crushes everything. So, 4 Satan cards. I guess there's Satan cards, and I guess also Joker cards? Gain. I don't know if that's towards this power or something else. Kill. Gain the last 10. Oh, you click that to gain 10. Okay. Now attached. And now we can use this guy. Play it. That's the beginning, he says. Many lost souls, he says. Okay. Well, that's reassuring. Are we playing against literal Satan, maybe? Let the party begin. Alright, so we figured out the tutorial. And I guess here's the roguelike aspect. Yeah, I'm a little bit unclear of how like these systems are calculated. They were saying like the score of the hand is calculated based on the hand you're playing and the highest card in the hand, which makes sense. And that also makes sense for like measuring your hand versus theirs, like whose is better, who wins out. Or like how these numbers are calculated when we did the plate with 3 kings and 3 queens, how that was given, that gave us 60, how that was calculated. Effects and costs. Okay. So 2 warmth face card. Warmth when played. Additionally, yeah, more dragon egg. Okay. On Joker's queens and that's king. Yeah. So on the face cards. Warmth face cards. So I wonder if that means like it turns 2 face cards, whether they be Joker's queens or kings, into this warmth flavor. When played, it gives you more. Yeah, I see. Okay, so I think I understand what that means. Choose a card to duplicate. Let's go with this one. Choose which one to place it in. Right. We can't mess with that one. Okay. I don't assume it matters which one we put it in. Go with that one. 3 rounds, collect enough souls to offer 2 Satan. Excess souls can be exchanged. Okay. So, choose your match. This one then. Okay. Demon chips to enhance your card abilities. Okay. $10 dollarinos. Can't get both. Oviraptor. What? That's an odd name. Play cards containing queen. Move all dragon egg and dragon 1. Okay, so first we'll have to make it more effective, of course, which would potentially scale well with the warmth face card we got. Or face cards required for a face card bomb. Could be pretty powerful, and that's always going to be generally helpful. Do that one. Play it. Can't afford anything else. We start a new game. It looks weaker, so let's go with them. Oh yeah, I should probably play it safe. In the bottle. Now we kiss. The hand type button at the top left. Right. Tells us like a general summary of like all the different hands that are possible here. Okay, and now we're given free reign to kind of do whatever we want to do, which is great. In fact, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to take a quick restroom break because I gotta pee real bad. I've been drinking a whole lot of water like a responsible individual, responsible, well hydrated individual. So give me just a few minutes, gonna hit the restroom real quick, and then I'll be back at it real quick. Let's get back to the games, and now we're, like I said, we're starting our first proper run. So yeah, the thing is, if you start small, like if I were to just do, say, a 4 2-pair, they would only be able to do 2 pairs as well. And if they were to hit us with, say, a pair of 10s, we could follow with a pair of jokers, you know, that kind of thing. But we wouldn't be able to go super crazy. So would I be able to do... Okay, so that's not hand. So right, because as we know, hand type, so they have to be in successive order to be considered a plate. Yeah, so in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, like, does it make more sense... to start high or start low? Only have 1 Satan card or 1 King card. Straights seem like a decent way to start. So we could do, yeah, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We could do that. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to go with it necessarily. They recommend a higher straight. Or, yeah, so this just cycles through all the possibilities. I'm kind of surprised that a queen by themselves is a hand. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess any card by itself is a hand you can play. Is there, like, any indication for how much this is worth? Card value in order. 2 through 10. Right. Yeah, but what is the number, though? Like, I understand, like, the order in, like, value. That makes sense. Or, like, the order in a hierarchical sense. That makes sense. What I struggle with... is knowing, like, how much will it truly give you. So we can gain 10 right now, of course. Card Dragon Egg to the 4th card value from the right of your hand. 4th card value. Yeah, so maybe that's the thing I should focus on then. So if we were to say 3 kings or a straight, I'm a little bit surprised that in the tutorial we started with kind of a lesser straight. That's the thing too. If I were to play, say, a smaller one, and they were to counter, we'd have to count with like a bigger straight. We could do a pretty good one. We could go ace, king, queen, joker, blah, 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 blah. We could do a nice plate. Let's do that. Let's do that. Highest value of the current hand. Right, I understand that much. Peak countdown. Card face for all players? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. For a face card bomb. Oh, maybe that's why you would do it then. Right, so we were saying if we just do all face cards, that's considered a bomb. Yeah. And a bomb... yeah, like beats anything basically, right. Okay. So they'd have to to match a similar bomb of a higher order. Let's do that. Can they beat that? I mean, technically, I'm actually surprised. Maybe because there's 4 of them, maybe that makes a higher order. I would assume they would have to have had something higher than Jack specifically. Okay, oh, but this bomb's insufficient. So how is this bomb insufficient then? I think I have to pass then. Okay, so I misunderstood how this was supposed to work. Maybe the idea is that a bomb of 4 is always better than like this artificial bomb of 3. Yeah. 4 more of the same value, yeah. Starting length is 4. So maybe that's a thing. Even if mine is... but not matched, yeah. The highest value, because theirs is only a 2. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that theirs is considered higher order than mine. Kind of banking on that. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do then. Yeah, there's no hand that can be played. No valid hand can outplay this, so I have to pass. Okay. Well, lessons are being learned. So this is a tube, not a straight. It's a tube. A tube is okay. A three of a perfect pair. 3 pairs in succession. 2s and 3s and 4s. Blah blah blah. Add effects. Maybe. Maybe. The answer is maybe. Which is to say, like, built into Twitch. The answer is maybe. Or it depends on where you're uploading it to. So I think TikTok has built-in effects you can add in. So if you like give it a raw video that matches the format it needs, there are like little built-in effects that you can spin up that will only be applied to the TikTok upload. I think YouTube has something similar that will only be applied to the YouTube short. What you could do is you could say upload, you know, like save off the highlight or the clip from Twitch and then download the Twitch. I'm trying to say. Let me say it again. You save the clip on Twitch, and then you download the clip from Twitch to your hard drive, so you have the video file, so it's in the right format. And then you upload that video to TikTok, and before you like hit the publish button, so it goes into like the public view. Yeah, you like add whatever kind of filters you want or any kind of effects, upload to TikTok, and then download that one from your TikTok profile, or the same thing with YouTube. Upload to YouTube, and then download it from YouTube with those effects kind of baked in. Or use third-party software. Using third-party software probably would be the ideal way to do it. That way you have full control over it. And when you upload it to, like, yeah, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you want to go, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, there's no additional legwork you have to do. So kind of having a one-stop shop sounds nice. But, you know, video editing software can be a little bit tricky. I mean, usually if you're doing stuff like adding effects or subtitles, like that kind of thing is usually fairly simple. Nothing, like, super fancy that would take hours, obviously. But yeah, it's like that. Yeah, so that's where I would say I would lean towards the third-party software option, because yeah, when I think of like uploading to one place, adding effects, and then downloading that video and uploading it to somewhere else, like, you know, I worry about at least if I upload to YouTube or upload to TikTok, inevitably there's compression that is applied to that upload. So the video that you see on YouTube won't be of the same quality of the original upload. So every time you download from one source and re-upload it somewhere else, you know, you worry about you're gonna like there'd be like a slight degradation of quality each time you place it somewhere else and then re-download it. And also, like, I know that some platforms might reduce your algorithmic preference if they can tell the effects you've applied were from somewhere else, because TikTok's effects are kind of, you can kind of tell it's a TikTok video. Like, you can kind of tell, oh yeah, this was like baked in from TikTok's publishing tools. And if, say, you upload that to YouTube or Facebook Reels, YouTube's algorithms and Facebook Reels' algorithms might be able to detect, oh hey, we can tell this was a TikTok video originally. We're gonna make it, because this was clearly repurposed content. It's not against any like terms of service, but they might diminish its algorithmic capability. They might like dock its ability to go to other people organically or inorganically, which is to say from the algorithm. You know, if someone shares it or like reshares it on their end and like their followers see it, you know, that's more organic viewership. But yeah, as far as like preferential treatment from the algorithm, that's where things can kind of drop off. So like, yeah, so I would say, generally speaking, I would say the third-party software route is what I would go for. And it wouldn't have to be, you know, you don't have to have like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut, whatever like Adobe's video editing software is. You know, you don't have to have like the fancy stuff. I mean, there's freeware, there's like freebie video editing software. I've heard a good thing about, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. There's some video editing software ones that are either free or very cheap out there, so I wouldn't spend the big bucks on it necessarily. In fact, I think Humble Bundle every once in a while will do video editing software bundles, or for like Sony Vegas. Well, it's not Sony anymore, but whoever owns Vegas now, like that's the one I use. Or yeah, or I guess, yeah, same company that does Vegas does the Premiere Editing Pro, which is like a simplified version. So there's a number of places that are out there that that allow you to, like, there are opportunities at least to get the cheaper video editing stuff if you wanted it. DaVinci, that's the good one. Yeah, I've heard DaVinci is really good. I've heard DaVinci Resolve is good, and if it's not free, I've heard it's pretty cheap. Yeah, that's a very legit option, honestly. So a king. So yeah, so the 3 kings would be considered a bomb. But that's a triplet, right? Because of this thing I have has to be a face card bomb specifically. Right. So I could use that to overwrite them. I don't know if like a standard bomb from them would overpower me necessarily. Could do plate. Oh, a plate is, even though a plate is better than a tube. Yeah, a plate. Yeah, yes. Well, I assume it goes from left top to bottom, and then top to bottom, then top to bottom. Like, I'm assuming it goes bloop, bloop, bloop. So I would assume a plate is a higher order than a tube, but it's different than a tube is the thing. I'm a little bit surprised that's considered not unmatchable. For an honest to goodness tube I can do. I could do like this. Like that'd be considered a higher order tube. Hint wise. Oh, wait a sec. What the hell is that? That's a 2? 2 8s, 3 7s, and 3 6s. What the shit? Wording like this 3. Huh. I thought it had to be pairs, not triplets. Surprising. Oh, it had de-highlighted the middle ones. Okay, that's why. Those are generally what they recommend, yeah. Those are the only options. If we did like 6 5 4, that would also be a higher order. I guess the idea is maybe you don't want to dip into the fire egg because those are going to get roasted after this ability pops. Maybe that's what's going on. I think I understand where that's going on with that. So go ahead and play this one then. Our hatch is ready. They pass. I'll go and play it. Probably should have done that last. It's probably fine. Now it's up to us to choose. We could start with a bomb. Now, what would that be considered? That's considered a full house. Okay, what's a full house for this game? Does that have to be in order? I assume it does. And I wouldn't think those kings and 2 10s would be a full house. Maybe it doesn't have to be in order then. Maybe it doesn't have to be in order. Oh, okay, with connected card value. Okay, it has to say it specifically. So a full house can be any combination of like a 2 and 3s. So that's not a hand, but that one is. Okay, now I understand. Which I think is how it works in regular poker, but again, this is not regular poker. This one definitely like has some weird stuff. Reward souls. I guess that's if we win, basically. Their hand is about the same size as we are, because we passed early and they had it passed early last time, too. Why is a queen by herself is like a decent hand? I guess the idea is the fire dragon aspect of it. And it helps it along. I'll go ahead and do that full house. Okay, so they choose to pass. Okay. From here, that's not something. Not something. So maybe queen by themselves then. Could use this ability pretty soon. What do they recommend? Queen by herself. Not ace by themselves, oddly enough, but maybe because of the fire dragon aspect of it. Match progress goes up. Yeah. So they do best that one. Could play an ace, which still wins it. What I will first do... to gain it. The hatch is ready. Now, I'm guessing I can only use that once every so often. Maybe once per round, even. Yeah, active. Yeah, maybe only like once every... Yeah, truly once every so often. So I'll play the ace. I think we pretty much got this. They can play a... nothing. So I play Satan. We got it. There we go. Good. Got an achievement that is all in Chinese or some Asian language I cannot read. Metal info. Oh, no info? Okay, good enough. Alright, very good. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. It's still, there's still some things I'm a little bit unsure about, but I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. And I'm trying to understand the rhythm of, well, because of our ability, we don't have to worry about leaving the lower value cards behind. Because that Fire Dragon ability, that Fire Breath, will roast the lower cards first. I don't have to, like, worry about those languishing and being hard to get rid of, because that's what I worry about. I worry about those getting hard to get rid of as the round goes on. But our ability does kind of smooth that over a little bit. And permanently boost your power. At 15 dollarinos. Kills. Player plays a bomb. Any player, including us, including the villain, that is the adversary. Money every time you burn something. Add a shapeshift. One shapeshift queen. But as many as any card. Oh, I see. That's actually kind of cool. Cheaper. And an enchantment. I'm tempted to go with this one. Because we already have some stuff that's nice for face cards specifically. That could be really nice though. Any player character plays a bomb. And we have bombs that are more likely. It's still weird to me that a 3-card bomb that was, what was it, kings or queens earlier, was overpowered by a 4-card bomb of 2s. Firepower limit is 4. That's awfully surprising to me, but I guess the idea is, like, you can play that bomb and it counts for the purposes of, like, playing it like that. But if there's, yeah, just anything of one more card, like with a greater number of cards, 4s instead of my 3s, then it's like just gonna innately be judged at a higher order. I guess that's the idea behind it. So I can see why they did it that way. It's just a little bit misleading, I suppose. Because yeah, normally it's 4 of a kind, but with the face card requirement being lowered by 1, I guess it's a good setup, but you need like a good follow-up. You need like some other follow-up to like really be able to roll with it. I think that sounds worth it. That sounds well. Buy that one. Actually, I guess I could buy both. Buy both. PV battle. Higher ranks earn more souls. Okay. B battles. I mean, I'm fighting 2 bad guys? Oh, it is. Okay. So it doesn't, not always going to be one-on-ones. I don't think it's 2v1. I think it's just a 3-player brawl. Making emotes, yeah. I mean, that's something I wouldn't worry too much about. I mean, it's a good idea. It's not a bad idea to think ahead, but it's something I wouldn't like feel overwhelmed by. I've mentioned before that I've had streamer buddies of mine that, well, or like rather, I've had friends of mine express interest in getting into streams and into streaming, and they try to like get everything set up ahead of time. They try to like have a good video editing pipeline set up and have a really good webcam and a really good microphone and emotes and branding and, you know, like a whole bunch of stuff, video transitions. You know, they really hit it hard, but because they put so much energy and like resources into the setup ahead of time, once they started streaming, it was like, you know, it's not for everybody. Not everybody loves it, and it can be a slow grind. You know, it can take a while to get some regulars, that kind of thing. And then like, because they put so much energy ahead of time, they didn't feel like they were getting as much out of it, because it, you know, again, it's just like a slow grind. So it's not that I would advise against doing some of that kind of stuff, because I think it's like, it helps you get excited, but I would advise against feeling like you have to get everything perfect right from the get-go. So like emotes, you know, not a bad idea to think about it, branding, that kind of stuff, but like, yeah, once you get into stuff like, oh, I gotta have merch, I gotta have this, I gotta have the YouTube pipeline, it's like, it's easy for that to feel like a bunch of chores, and it kind of is, honestly. It is a lot to manage if you're trying to like go hard with it, but it's definitely not a requirement. It's definitely not a requirement. And like, yes, it sounds like me. So yeah, if you're thinking like that would burn you out, I would say don't worry about that kind of shit. I would say if something feels like it would exhaust you or make you miserable, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, you know, if you start streaming on a regular basis, you feel like you got a schedule, you like have some regularity, and you like feel you feel kind of juiced up right by it. You feel like encouraged, you feel a little bit empowered by it. Then you can stretch a little bit and say, all right, well now I'm gonna take on more, but only when I feel like it. But yeah, if you're like, man, the fucking video editing shit just makes me miserable, I wouldn't even fuck with it. Like, I never apply video effects to the shorts and clips that I've sent around. I just keep it as is. So yeah, I would say like if you in your heart of hearts you're thinking like, yeah, like certain things are just gonna make me uncomfortable or make me less inclined to keep with it, then yeah, I would say no one knows you better than you do. So if you're like seeing stuff online where people are saying, oh, well, to have a successful stream you have to do all these things, and those things sound awful to you, then yeah, I would not listen to that kind of stuff. It's not at all a one-size-fits-all kind of situation. We actually can't do the face card bomb thing, but what I can do is do some funny bombs of my own. What does the game recommend? They recommend starting with a straight, or a full house, or a fairly higher order bomb. Yeah, I almost want to say start with a lower order bomb. Yeah, I want to do that. I'm going to start with a lower order bomb and kind of bait them into throwing some at me. Unless they come out with like a 4-king bomb, which I guess they could do. That's the thing, because it's split 3 ways. I've actually been very fortunate in the fact that I have so many bomb opportunities. They pass. Is with the 6s and with the 7s. Incremental increases. I should have maybe done the 8s. Well, in that case, I'm inclined to just, since I know they can't beat this, let's go for this one then. It's ready. The spell card. That was free, basically. Yeah, working on being consistent. I mean, it's a good idea. You know, being consistent, having a schedule. It's a noble idea. It's hard though. You know, it's hard having a regular schedule. You know, we have jobs, right? We have other responsibilities. That's just how it is. The reality for people like you and me, Will, where we're working stiffs. It's not so easy to be consistent. I mean, I try really hard to be, and I like to think I've got a decent system going as far as like when I generally am able to stream and how I'm able to keep my energy levels up. But, you know, it's easier said than done. And, you know, keeping your enjoyment factors, your enjoyment level up, you know, playing games that are interesting to you and finding games that you feel you're confident being able to commentate over, even when there's maybe not a ton of people active in the chat. You know, it can be a drain for sure. So, yeah, I would say aiming for consistency is a good idea, but also don't beat yourself up if you have to, like, you know, I stream Monday, Wednesday one week, and then Tuesday, Thursday the next week, and then just Friday the next week. Like, no one's gonna bite your head off, honestly. So it's like, it's a good idea shooting for it, but I don't know. I'm almost of the opinion of, you know, I don't think streaming the same day every week is important necessarily. You know, the idea of like, oh, I've got to stream Tuesday, Thursday, or a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or, you know, Saturday, Monday, or, you know, I think that's not a bad idea, but I would almost say it's more important being in the same general time slot. Because there's a lot of streamers I watch where I'll pop into their stream and say like, or pop over their channel and be like, oh yeah, are they live today? Because this is the time where they're usually live today. If they are, cool. If not, no problem. I'll just check the next day. Versus, like, because I'm less likely to remember, oh, this person usually doesn't stream Thursdays. This person doesn't usually stream on Mondays. That's harder for me to remember. Now, maybe I'm different because I follow a lot of streamers and I have a lot of streamer buddies. So, you know, there's a lot of people I try to keep up with. But yeah, I would say for me, knowing like what time frame they're generally going to be live, and, you know, I'll just check in, or I'll just keep an eye out, you know, on my follows page. That's easier, at least for me, as for the kind of viewer that I am, at least. Yeah. And your job is exactly, because my job is extremely unphysical. You know, the physicality of my job is limited to, I go into the office one day a week, and otherwise I work from home. Like, it's a cushy gig, obviously. Very cushy gig. So I got nothing to complain about, relatively. I mean, I still complain, but I have nothing to complain about in the grand scheme. I mean, I shouldn't bitch and moan. I still do, but I shouldn't. They recommend a full house. Actually, no, what would that be? Oh, yeah, okay, there's a full house. Now, why is that a full house, though? Because that's a pair, and a single. That's a little bit surprising. Maybe are like face cards as a whole considered like part of a set? Well, but an ace card is not a face card. But I mean, I guess it's a face card plus for the purposes of this game's calculations, I guess. Really, what we need to do is maximize our use of these guys. Do the Satan card, obviously. Yeah, what was it? It was the 2 queens. Huh. Yeah, what was that? What was that hand? Did a full house to me. So weird. Oh, wait, it's because of the queen shapeshift. That's why. That's why. It's because of the queen shapeshift. So that can be a king for this purpose. I see now. I see. So the one I was looking at, that's considered 3 aces. That's a 3 pair. Right. Yeah, my ideal case thing, will I be able to generate enough juice for that one, though? That's the thing. I don't think we will necessarily. Let's do the straight then. 9, 10, jack. Yeah, I feel like we need to kind of lean into that then. Go with that straight. Generate as much energy as possible. I can get up to 59. Passing a lot, so we're kind of pulling ahead pretty quickly here. I'm gonna guess the next number probably be the 2 aces. The 2 aces, yeah, I'm thinking the 2 aces. Play those. Go and use that one use I have on this guy. Burninate the countryside. There we go. We got Lexico. What's up, bud? More Tory Bash? That game was a wild time. I probably wouldn't play it solo, but I would absolutely play it with Alias and Krath and Shake again. That'd be a fun time. It'd be a fun time playing with those guys again, yeah. Yeah, probably not the kind of thing I would explore on my own, just because, like, the game is cool. I enjoy it for sure. Oh, but that's insufficient for this case? Okay, I think that's a pass. I mean, we pretty much got the win locked in, though, so we're good. I'll have to pass, obviously. Like we're down to the 1 card left in Uno. Now, that was a fun time, the Lexico, when we did the... we, of course, just played Tory Bash just for funsies with Alias and Krath and Shake and had a nice time. You know, just the group of us. And then when we did, like, the kind of the newbie-friendly tournament about a month or so ago, that was also a really fun time. Much more so than I was expecting, because I'm not usually a huge PvP guy with the stuff that I stream. But yeah, that was real fun. Real fun, and playing with that group was fun. And, like, the whole, like, Tory Bash community that came in hot with that, with those streams really made it interesting. That was nice. Really a lot of nice folks out there. Yeah, I just want to play my 1 card. Basically waiting for my turn to roll back around. When it's like a 3-person free-for-all, it's a little bit more different. It's weird that yeah, it seemed like earlier the other guy was able to play a Satan card to, like, match the other guys, and I can't. Maybe it wasn't a Satan card the first time, but maybe it was something else. Because I guess there's also Joker cards. Oh, it's called Satan Jr. That's probably what it was. It probably was a Satan Jr. card earlier that I saw. Definitely can't fuck with that one. All players will enter the fatigue phase, which is fine. Ooh, it's not fine. He's getting pretty low, actually. I guess I'm wrong, then I can't. Yeah. Okay, well, there we go. Actually, that's gonna play it. There we go. We got it. Like the one single that kind of let him into our trap. And I was wrong. You can play the fire raising ability more than once per round. I wonder like when that refreshes then. Talking to empty rooms, yeah. It takes some getting used to for sure. It's a little bit weird at first. The idea of commentating when there may or may not be any active chatters or active viewers even. Even if there's no active chatters, there still can be active viewers. And you've probably heard me talk about that before, Will. The idea where it's like, well, the view count doesn't always tell the truth. The list of viewers, if you have like the viewer list up, that doesn't always tell the truth. The little OBS view count preview, that doesn't always tell the truth. So like, even if every sign to you says there's no one watching right now, there's always a chance someone could be watching. And I try really hard to drill that into my own brain, where it's like, don't trust the numbers, don't trust this, don't trust that. Just assume at any point, truly at any point, someone could pop in who genuinely wants to converse. And like, that's always an opportunity. Stage awards, choose 0 out of 3. Can I just take all of them? I'll choose the one I want the most first. Enchantment. Effect string opening draw. Okay. Character specific stuff. Make it cheaper after the first one. Okay. Every one Satan and Satan Jr. card, the next cast is cheaper. I like the idea of this one. I like put it there. Oh, okay. I didn't understand, but I think I see it now. Right. I thought this meant there was already something in there, but there isn't. These are open. I'll put it there. There we go. I understand. Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, man, I don't want to overwrite whatever is there, but there was nothing there already. Take the monies and this guy. So we choose the cards to enchant them. Okay. So I cannot refresh again. Yeah, I can't do it. So we'll go with these then. I could say never mind, but I think I'll just go with it. Oh, wait, did that go with all 6 of them? Or just one of those 6? Nothing really matters, it's fine. I would maybe have preferred putting that on a face card, but that's fine. Round 2. Monsters are spending money. Same name, skill. You can combine them. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it was just the 110. Oh, I misunderstood. I thought it meant that you get it all to all 6. The idea is you were given a choice of 6. Yeah, so I wouldn't have put it on a 10. I would have put it on like a queen or something, but that's fine. That's fine. High enough, it's still valuable, I think. Yeah. Yeah, keep the previous off, turn off, which is fair too. Yeah, it's something. It's definitely not a thing you need to have on at all times. Add the bomb back to your hand. That's actually not a bad idea. That would spec well with the this one. Every time someone uses a bomb, you get more stuff. All Dragon Egg. Wow, that's nice too, actually. Definitely want more of the Dragon Egg ones for sure. Low end chip. Okay. That one's good. That one's really good. Oh, okay. I see. Limited number. Let's unlock one. Buy this one for sure. Yeah. If I wanted to sell, we could. It'd be neat to get one of these. Either one. I mean, well, actually, no, I can't afford that one. For that one, I'd have to sell 2. I think I might just go ahead and buy another slot. Oh, it costs 10. Oh, okay, that gives us no way. Yeah, there's no way. That's fine. That's fine. We'll have it ready for next time. Do we already have this one? Lance level 1. That's where they would say, oh, I get it. That's where they would say you could do the upgrade. Right. It would it cost 10? Tempting. Maybe I should have done that instead, but it's fine. It's fine. Next round. It's got to gain its skill. Here's what the skill is. Jump in. It's a 1v1, baby. You spin the bottle and then the 2 cards kiss. It's very romantic. Very romantic. Slightly erotic, honestly. Slightly erotic. Is there any reason to not just use this right from the get-go, I wonder? Efficient mana? Oh, I get it now. That's our amount of mana. Right. And it costs 4. Now I'm starting to understand. Okay. When it gets to 4 or more, then the Mother of Dragon kicks in. 4 or more is when that kicks in. Right. So yeah, you don't want to just use that constantly. Gotta be tactical about it. Okay. So, right from the start, it's just a 1v1. We could do the 3 kings. Start with it with a big old bomb. What do they recommend? They recommend going for a very powerful plate. Or a fairly big tube. Of course, the idea is eventually all these will get roasted anyway. You do a pretty good tube, and if they win, if they're able to counter that tube, we'd be able to counter with a pretty competent tube of our own. That one. And they passed, so we know they can't deal with those kinds of tubes. Then, I was gonna say, can I get a quick use of that one real quick? Kind of want to do another one. They can say, or hit him with a plate, a really juiced plate, a pretty juiced up tube. Right. Pretty nice triplet. I guess the problem with going for that one... Maybe I'll just do the triplets then. Maybe I'll do the 3 kings. And that is considered a bomb. Right, let's do that. Passes, good. Can I go and use it? So knowing that the bomb is something they can't deal with, let's do another one. Here on out, that's gonna be a little bit cheaper, which is nice. Just like that hatch is already like pretty well juiced. Do another one then. Actually, that's gonna be a bomb. That's gonna be a triplet, which should be, I think, enough. Was enough. They might be able to counter that one. They don't. Quick round, because now I can just go ahead and play this one. Burn all that other shit down. We got the 2 Satan cards, and we freaking win the game. There we go. Nice and quick one. So we're starting to kind of figure our way out. I'm still using the hints to kind of nudge me in certain directions and kind of get things started, but I like to think we're able to get the pattern recognition down fairly quickly. We still have one more slot open here. Dragon and dragon eggs, randomly left or right. I don't like that. Yogg's box, 12 random enchant. So gold, shapeshift, void, arcana. I mean, that all sounds great. This one has kind of an unpleasant downside to it that could be beneficial, but I don't know. I feel like I would rather like emphasize things that are definitely beneficial versus something that is a step backwards in some ways and still has a nice benefit. A lot of mana requirement. I'm gonna still go for it. So I'm still go. Special drink. Gold, all gold, and gain 1 legendary chip. 18 is not a small amount. 40 gold. 2 copies of each to the deck. Legendary chip me. Do it. Play a full house. When greater than or equal to 5, enchant half your opponent's cards with frost. Cannot be played that turn. That's pretty cool. With full house specifically. Honestly, that one's just okay. We could sell it if we really didn't want it. Don't really have anything that kind of specs off of full house as a play, but I think it's still viable. Anything here that I just can't live without. Wow, play the dragon, enhance 8 of your opponent's cards with frost. You have to play a full house and have 5 more energy. That's a bit of a big ask, honestly. There's anytime we play the dragon, which is going to happen fairly often. Huh. That one's actually pretty tempting. It's pretty tempting. Half of your opponent's. That's the thing. Half of your opponent's cards. I mean, that gets less useful as the round goes on, but you know what? I think it will stick with that. Choose our opponent. He has worse attack power. Pretty good one. Yeah, you know, maybe I should just go with it. I mean, we've been winning like pretty reliably. Do it. Let's do it. I'm excited. Put me in, coach. Dragon Nanny. Cute. We do have this guy. Start with bombs as we've done previously. But again, we know if they counter with any sort of bomb of their own, then we're kind of hecked. I mean, now granted, we can start with this one. We're supposed to get burned away anyway, and that tells us something about their deck, which is helpful. Thing is, we know that, like, even a 5 bomb, which they can't... Actually, that's the thing, too. Could they have a 5 bomb? They could have a 7 bomb. In fact, I think it's guaranteed they have one. We have no 7s. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. We have a discard pile. Or a draw pile, rather. I think that's how this works. So, never mind. Don't think that's a fair assumption. But it's, I would say, decently likely. I think it's decently likely. Yeah, so I would say... And we wouldn't be able to follow up with it. I'm less inclined to go for it. We do have a pretty good full... Wait, hold on. What's full house again? Not... Yeah, so I'm thinking plates and... Or tube. I'm thinking of a tube. So... We're inclined to do lots of full houses. That'd be like 4 3s and 2 6s. That's a full house, yeah. And it's a fairly easy to beat one. You could do a real juicy 3 queens and 2 kings full house. They counter that, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of like down to juice this a little bit. Go with this one. If they counter it, go with this one. If they counter that, go with that one. And if they don't counter it, then I just kind of milk that for all it's worth. Do a fairly low-hanging full house. And we're ready with counters. So let's see. That's considered... highest card. Oh, it's a shape. Okay, so two kings. 3 kings and 2... Okay, right. So this one is insufficient. They actually hit it with a pretty big one. That's what we have to do. Gonna do this one. That one's insufficient. I think it has to be the aces one, right? Oh, 3 queens would be considered overpowering that, which is nice. I mean, the full house thing would be nice because it freezes their shit. Oh, it's when that... Right. Never mind. We need the energy for it. Never fucking mind, dude. Never fucking mind. That's fine. I'm just gonna bomb him. Big energy there. And then he passes. Knowing that he passed on the bomb... a little bit unnecessary, obviously. Because those are getting burned away anyway. Yeah, fuck it, why the hell not? Passes. Go and use it. Yeah, there's still a couple things. Yeah, so we're still kind of in the notion of full houses. Our mana regeneration, or our mana amount, still isn't enough to activate this guy. Well, definitely not enough to activate that guy, but not enough to activate this thing either. One more for that to work. But this is starting to work now in our favor. Still doing full houses or tubes. I don't think I could do a tube. Thing is, this will be a lot. Will be enough. I'm gonna do it because I'm kind of banking on this being enough, almost at least, to use this guy immediately afterwards. It's hatched. It's ready. Play this guy. No, I can't just play this guy. Oh, I can just play him. Oh, there we go. Okay. I thought I had to wait for his turn. Got their cool ass ability. Good, good, good. Reroll option. Good. Very nice. Very basic target score. Because they beat them too quickly, I would assume there'd be like a time bonus for beating them fast like that. Maybe you get more reward if you kind of draw the matches out. I could kind of see that. He played with pairs spaced out. Now, does that mean spaced out by exactly one, like that example? 2, 4, 6? Bitch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Arcana. Gives you more stuff, yep. Dragon you hold adds 2 cards to the right side. For every dragon you hold. I mean, won't we only hold 1 at max? Stuff in your deck. What else we got here? That one actually is a little bit tempting. Has the same cost, though. Yeah, I'm not sure if this one's gonna happen. Pretty much ever. Warmth means, yeah, it gives you more of the juice. Yeah, I would say the Twin Blade is neat. So that is a temptation. I'd have to buy another slot, and I can't afford another slot. I'd have to sell one. Yeah, is there anything I want to sell? Or that I'd be willing to sell, even? That one's good, that one's good. I think that one's good, too. That one's definitely good, yeah. No, I think I can't get rid of any of those. Next one, and start with full energy. I'm still feeling emboldened. We could redraw. But we're going first. I think we're set. Like we frequently roll the us go first card, that coin flip, and I don't know if that's because we're playing single player. I know there's also multiplayer. I'm not sure if single player always works that way. I'm assuming probably not. I'm assuming that yes, sometimes the AI can go first. Similar situation here where we do actually no, I do not have a bomb option back here. Satan Jr. and Satan Senior cards. Triplets there. The Full house thing, of course, doesn't apply right now. Definitely would like more of that Arcana stuff. So we could do like a straight. Would not be a shabby idea. If they were to match that straight, then we'd be in trouble. Because I really have nothing that can... wait, hold on. I'm wrong. Is that considered a straight? No. Queen, king. That's a straight. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait, it's because I... Oh, it's because I'm a dumbass. It's gotta be one of each. Right. That's not a plate, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, no triples here, except for the ace. The ace is I guess the ace in the hole. That, of course, is a full house. So straights and full houses is kind of what we're working with here. What does the game recommend? They say go right for the full house. That's a powerful hand. I'm surprised that's even... Wait, how is that... Is that even a full house? I thought it had to be 3s and 2s, but they're allowing me to do a full set of 4s with that 3. It's a little surprising. Do that or go for a straight or play it simple. Unless maybe I was misreading. It looked like it was all 4 2s. Yeah, because I understand where that's a play. Yeah, that I understand. That I understand, yeah. That's a little bit unusual. Okay, so I gotta pay closer attention to, like, the cards that are individually being highlighted, then. Yeah. The plate play. Pretty good progress on that guy. They are able to counter, and I don't think we can beat that at all. So we have to pass. Which means it's their turn now. I knew the risks. We definitely have a straight that can beat that. I don't know why I hung on to these. That's what I'm thinking. What does the game think? Slightly higher one. Like, they really seem to think a slightly higher one is the better call. I guess there's really no benefit to playing the slightly lower one anyway. And the slightly higher one will, I think, guarantee that we're going to be able to use our special power. And just so I'm clear, it even go one step further. I couldn't go further than that. I'm kind of surprised that they don't recommend the higher one. I guess the 2 kings are worth hanging on to. Whereas the 1 queen doesn't have as much benefit on her own. I guess that's why. We're going to play that one. Hatch complete. He is able to counter. Okay. That would be... Okay, so yeah. So I shouldn't necessarily throw the bomb down immediately, because that is considered a bomb. Void cards have 0 value, so any bomb will beat them. Kind of like how our 3 bombs were able to win earlier. In fact, for that matter, wouldn't that be considered a bomb? Oh, but it's not, because it's 4 versus our 3. Yeah. Even though it's a higher order value... It's a 3-4, therefore it's inferior. I think I see. Alright, so this is the only viable play. This is our queen. Play this guy. Got lots of juice right now. I'm thinking probably the 2 kings would be what I would do next. Oh, the 2... Actually, I guess I could do 2 pairs, right? It's not a hand, okay. I'm thinking probably just the 2 kings. They're the 2 Satan cards. They don't even consider the 2 kings, which is kind of surprising to me. Why wouldn't you do the 2 kings? It lets them attempt a pair that they'll have a hard time besting. Because they probably... I mean, I guess they'll have 2 aces. Most likely they'll have 2 aces. But we have the 2 Satans that can counter that. I can't see why not. I can't see why you wouldn't do this. Show me why. Show me, game, why I wouldn't do that. Oh, they have more bombs. That's why. Okay, well, we have no hand then. Now it's their turn. Do a single. I mean, a single Satan then, right? Yeah. So even Satan Jr., yeah. Banner, 35. The bomb. I'm seeing a pattern here. The good news is... I'll use this guy. Now, I can't play these, unfortunately. But that does simplify things significantly. Yeah, I can't think. I wish I could do a pair. Only be one. There's no trickery here. Just one. He passes. Yep. Now we win. Cool. Got a little bit down to the wire there, but we got it. Those void bombs are dangerous. Even if their point value is nothing, the fact that it supersedes so many other sets makes it scary, but we got there. We're learning, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Bonus rewards, nice. And I understand now where that meter reset last time. It's because we hit it was like 2 or 3 combatants as like a series. 2 or 3 rounds as a series completed. I like how this one landed on its edge. Look at that. A rare thing to see. Oh, that's nice. Discard cards. That's kind of cool. Any devils are played, any satans are played, you get some extra energy. Ooze. Keeper. High-end chippies. No, I don't like that one. Okay, for the next chip slot. Not particularly. I'd have to sell something. I'm wondering if it would just let you replace an existing one. Or if I guess that's the thing. I guess selling beforehand has the same effect. Man, I still don't know if I'm convinced by this one. I just don't know about this. I mean, it's legendary. It's good. We need some juiced up energy. And maybe that'll become better once we get more energy. I think we'll just keep what we have. Keep the build. Is this a threefer? A threesome? Menage a trois? I don't know. I mean, you know, do I want to redraw? I don't know, man. The thing is, I think what I've misunderstood is that at first I thought we were all drawing from the same deck. I don't think it's how it works. I think if I redraw, I'm redrawing the same number of cards from one deck of cards. Wonder why that is. Funny. Anyway, so yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess it matters if you wanted a starting deck that was better, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm like good enough at these kinds of games to be able to like see that far into the future. I'm just kind of playing it by, you know, flying by the seat of my pants. We're just fucking rolling. I do kind of like trying to bait the opponents to kind of gauge what they have and act accordingly and like try to combo off of what's possible. So if we did like a plate. Oh wait, that's not a plate. They have to be back to back. They do. They do. A full house does not. A full house does not. Right. Right. No plate opportunities here. Do the tubes. If I have any funny tubes, that would be... I think they have to be sequential, don't they? They have to be sequential, yeah. So this would be a tube. And if they came back with success, we could follow up. Whoops. These. That'd be a harder thing to counter. The game recommends a high tube. Or straight. Or Joker by itself. That's an odd choice. Yeah, there's really no... I'm a little bit surprised that maybe the idea is that they're only looking for like what's a good hand right now versus like a combo to lead itself into. I'm gonna go with this starting strat. I think that's like a decent starting strat, and I think is of course that a bomb would beat that. Oh, I guess a lot of things beat a tube, don't they? Well, no, a triple wouldn't beat a tube. That wouldn't make sense. Never mind, I'm full of shit. Well, I say that. I mean, I wouldn't think a triplet would. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Let's try it. Fuck it, let's try it. Fuck it, we ball. A pretty juicy one. Ooh, I don't know if I can beat that. Yeah, I definitely can't beat that one. Yeah, that's an insufficient tube. So I did not guess they would have something quite that spicy. We could just go for the nuclear bomb. Go for the nuclear bomb, yeah. We might as well. Okay, we play it. That, like, is a guaranteed win for that hand. They have to pass. Unless he has a nuclear bomb, which I guess is possible. I'm gonna go ahead. Hold on, before I decide anything right now. Big ass straight. Yeah, honestly, if I just assume that the stuff to the right is not long for this world, it's probably the better choice. We could, yeah, I guess we could start. We could start with, yeah, like a shitty series, like triplet of fours or something like that, and then counter with a 10 or the queens. Like, yeah, that's an option, or even jokers, I guess. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and play this one. And then from there, throw that as a tube, I think. Or full house, a real juicy full house. I see, let's go with this one. Wow, hatch complete already. Throw a bomb at us. Well, I definitely can't beat that. What I can do is play this one. Might as well. I was gonna laugh if that was gonna be the ace of spades. The ace of clubs. Same thing. My favorite Motorhead song. The ace of clubs! The ace of clubs! Oh, Frozen! All I can do is hope that they can't win the next couple rounds. Oh, we win. There we go. Gonna hand that to me, man. They passed the freaking single to me. I gain their souls. Delicious, tasty, crunchy souls. I slurp them up through a straw. I drink their milkshake. Oh, I got the big bonus. Big boners. Small amount of interest, but only a small one. Big. That. Normally add to your deck. Possible enchanted cards. Increase 1 usage per turn. Wait, hold on. Increase 1 usage per turn. Energy cost -1. Mana cost -1. I'm gonna assume that they mean the thing that I affix it to costs less. Well, maybe cost less and you can use it more turn. Yeah, maybe that's the idea. It costs less and you can use it more. Just gain an additional 10 energy for the dragon eggs. When released. So I assume means when used. I think I like this one more. I think I like that one more. What we got here? Open the card pack. Fancy. Do I get all these or do I just pick one? What's that one? It's a golden 7. Oh, it gives you money. Okay, I was wondering, like, yeah, well, tell me what it is. 1 copies. Add to enchant them with after image. Yeah, I wish it would have shown me what the gold meant. Like, you know, it was, I think, a valid option. Effects. After image. An additional 1 copies. Okay. I guess king. Yeah, that's fine. Round 3. I guess after this. Oh, there's more. There's more after that. Okay. So this is not us beating the game by any stretch. It's our first run, and it's going all right so far. It doubles every time you win, but it explodes if you lose. Just don't lose. It's that simple. Pretty good. Play a triplet, which is to say, I can't look at the thing right now, but that's like just a single triple basically, but not a triple double. On sale. Just draw more cards. Okay, all right. That one's tempting. That's actually a pretty good setup. And we can technically afford it. Lock it. I'll get it. That one's pretty good. Save the rest of my money. Alright. Big attack power. Death Knight. Start of the 3rd round. 3rd series, I guess. And I'll stick with it, yeah. Got that king duplicate and a couple of nice things work for us. So we could start with a nice tasty bomb. But once again, I wouldn't be able to really feel this out because a follow-up of a 3 king bomb would be insufficient. We have no shapeshifters to help us. But I can begin to shapeshift things by doing some triplets. Throw this out and just get some extra monies. That actually wouldn't be a bad way to start things off. Just throw a bunch of triplets at the start. Maybe even do 3 5s just to kind of get the ball rolling. What does the game recommend? They say hit him with a big fucking tube at the start, or a big full house, repair, trade, yeah, which are all valid. I kind of like the idea of bait them with the triplets. See, and try to get that to happen. Lots of shapeshifting. They throw a bomb at us. Which we can counter. Oh, can we though? No, we actually can't. Because what I was thinking is, oh, okay, well, I could just throw that as a bomb. But that's a 7 bomb. Theirs is an 8. I could throw an 8 bomb at them, but it has to beat theirs, not match. I could throw a 3 king bomb. It needs to be a 4th thing, and there's no other shapeshifters here. So, damn, man, that's unfortunate. I was so confident we'd be able to beat them. But I guess that's the thing. I guess that's the thing where we started with triplets. I thought they would follow with triplets, but yes, they can always counter with a bomb or a nuclear bomb. But they can't always counter with a straight. So the good news is they probably can't do that again anytime soon, at least. But darn, risk was taken. Do a double, and I can't cover with a triple. It has to be a double. So I could go ahead and throw these. Oh, no, I can't, actually. It has to be the 2 8s. Or the 10s or the kings. Or a bomb. A 3 bomb. I don't know. I'll bite. Is there any... I don't really see, like, a downside doing it this way. I guess the thing, though, is that it allows them to play more. It allows them to play more. They could do, like, 2 Satans or something like that. But also allows us to play more. I don't know, like, I see it going both ways. If I force them to pass, then I know I can capitalize on that. Let's be real, they probably have more than 2 8s, though. Let's, I'll go in the middle. Let's do the 2 10s. That one gives us more energy, might as well. Kings, I can do a bomb of 3 kings. And could they do another bomb is the thing. Or do I just want to do the 2 aces? and just assume that they don't have a, like, 2 Satans or 2 Satan Juniors. And even if they did, we could still do the bomb thing. I think. Yes, we could. They pass, good. That tells us some things about their hand, then. I will go ahead and blast these fools. The idea of playing that plate. I also like the idea of kind of doing what I was attempting to do earlier. I think they're probably done with their bombs. Let's see. More wildcard shenanigans. He passes. So that allows us to kind of capitalize on this, I think. Can really wildcard it up then. Really, I mean, look at how much flexibility we have now. That's considered a plate. I mean, actually, even without the wild cards, that's just a good plate right there. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. No downside for this. I mean, they can't possibly beat that. Oh, we got the duplicate, which I actually wasn't expecting. Yeah, I was gonna say that's just gonna be a bomb then. Yeah. A weird bomb, but a bomb no less. Weird round, but wow, that actually worked out pretty well. Now that I'm kind of starting to coalesce into the patterns that you can play off in this game, I'm starting to kind of get it. At first I was a little bit unsure sure about it. Was more relying on the hints, and I still kind of lean on them a little bit, but now I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident. The roguelike aspect is obviously gonna not be as wild as something like Balatro or Clover Pit. The abilities we're getting are neat, but the roguelike system is a little bit limited relative to, again, something like Balatro. So calling this a Balatro-like, I think would probably give people the wrong idea. But anytime you have a poker-like experience that is a roguelike experience as well, it's going to be an unavoidable comparison. But yeah, I think I'm starting to get it though. I'm starting, and not so much get it, but like kind of see into how you can make things work for you and try to like capitalize on certain openings. One card value entirely into being I guess that's Satan Jr. Level 2, which is kind of cool. I already have Hot Breath, right? Hot breath, baby, this evening. Hot breath, baby, tonight. Pretty good. Tempting. There's that one again. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for this one. Actually maxes it. So that's a maximum value of 3 then. Cool. That's actually even better. I have 1 legendary. I like that. I afford. I can afford. I can do it. I could absolutely do it. Yeah. Gips. Yeah, that one's okay. I say let's do it. Pretty good. That's pretty good. We have 1 of those guys. I could also get... Yeah, I'm unimpressed by the Yogg spot. That's fine. It's fine. It's not terrible. It's just not something that's really helpful for us. I want to keep battling the scariest dude or dudette. Oddly enough, they have less attack power. Got that shapeshift, though. Because they have less attack power, I kind of might go for it. Keep getting these redraws, but I never use them. We have a lot of bomb opportunities, if you will. Be able to follow up with the 10. Or the 3 kings, but I mean, anything that's 4 is gonna be higher power, higher order. Could do the triplets. 666, number of the beast. Whole lot of energy cards. Yeah, that Arcana card. Whole lot of those things. And no shapeshifters right now. I recommend hitting him with a big fucking plate. Big ass plate. Or an okay full house. Man, I still feel like there's pretty darn good value in seeking out the triplets. The problem is that it's hard to do the triplets without kind of cutting in our ability to do the bombs. As they can vary, especially in like the first round or two, counter with a big bomb that kind of suplexes our starting maneuver. But at the same time, I feel less inclined to start with such a heavy hitter like this plate, because that really cuts in our ability to use those higher cards later on. That they can really make the difference in like keeping our momentum and force them to pass and allowing us to play again first. What I'd maybe do is a straight, maybe even like a low grade straight. If they counter that in any way, we have so many other options in countering it. 7. That's a straight right there. Go higher than that. No, not quite. We still get the bombs, though, yeah. I know it's probably a weird opening, but I feel like the counterability of it's pretty nice. They hit us with a pretty good counter of their pretty good straight of their own. Now, if I were to follow with that kind of straight, that's insufficient, so I have to use a bomb then, which is probably the 10s, right? Oh, except that's frosted. Oh, shit. Oh, that's unexpected. Oh, no.